So big development coming in as far as the Israel-Iran conflict is concerned. US has now entered this conflict. In fact, US has struck 3 nuclear sites in Iran, which includes the Fordow nuclear sites, the Natanz, and one more. And the US jets dropped bombs at the 3 Iranian nuclear sites. In fact, US President Donald Trump is also set to address on these Iranian strikes shortly. But as of now, he has posted that now is the time for peace. Remember, this message comes after the US strikes were carried out at the 3 nuclear sites in Iran. And as per reports, we're also learning that Donald Trump spoke with Netanyahu after these strikes were carried out. On the other hand, Iran has meanwhile confirmed these strikes by United States, though it has said that the extent of damage is yet to be assessed. But also, just shortly after these strikes, Trump has warned Iran yet again, saying that Iran must make peace immediately or else Iran will get hit once again. That's the big warning that's coming from US President Donald Trump for Iran. 6 bunker busters were dropped at the Fordow nuclear sites. 30 Tomahawk missiles hit the Isfahan and the Natanz nuclear site in Iran. So 3 nuclear sites bombed by United States in Iran, which includes Fordow, Isfahan and Natanz. And Donald Trump also issuing yet another warning for Iran, saying that Iran must make peace immediately or else they will get hit once again. But after these strikes, US President Donald Trump hailed the American forces, and in fact, he also said that now is the time for peace. Shivani, my colleague, continues to stay with us. Shivani, could you give us more details about how these strikes were carried out by United States and how this could be the turning point in this conflict?
See, yesterday we were keeping a track of the movements of these B-2 bombers that have that stealth capability that cannot be detected by any kind of radar. So these are very powerful ones. They can carry a payload of around 30,000 pounds. So the most powerful bombers in the world that can even penetrate deep inside the ground surface. And that was the point when it was understood that now United States has decided what it has to do in this whole conflict against Iran. And we also saw the movement of these bombers towards the Guam air base. That happens to be one of the major air bases from where these bombers can take off and they can hit inside the territory of Iran. And the other one was Diego Garcia, which is another island that happens to be the base of these bombers by the United States. So this was the point when it was already understood that United States is going to bomb Iran nuclear facilities, and we have been breaking each and every update on India Today since last night after this input had come, Anjali. And now, when this has happened, it is well understood that around 6 of these bombers, they hit inside Iran's territory without getting caught into the radars. And that's what they are known for, because of their stealth capabilities and the kind of missiles they used. What we are learning is that around 30 of these missiles were dropped on these 3 facilities. They were completely destroyed. That's what the claim is coming in from United States President. So this is a major blow that has come in from United States for Iran, where the 3 nuclear bases where the work was going on, there was a rich uranium content out there, where the enrichment programs were going on, especially when we talk about Fordow. Fordow is around 2 kilometers from the city of Qom in Iran. And what we also learned that this was the facility that was quite underground beneath the mountains and tunnels. It was being secured by Iran, and the work was going on in full speed. But that has now been hit. The claims have come right from the President of United States in his truth post that came in. And let us tell our viewers, Anjali, that in around 23 minutes from now, US President will be addressing on this whole issue. So we expect more details from United States President and what is the mood of America in this whole conflict. Is it prepared to take it ahead if Iran retaliates, or this was the only strike it was planning for? So that would also be very important, Anjali, to understand. So many things unfolding, but yes, a decisive step by United States, and this can take the whole war in a game-changing situation.
Absolutely. Also, Shivani, what is pertinent to note is that the Fordow is 90 meters underground, whereas the range of the bunker buster is 60 meters approximately.
See, there were multiple strikes, and these bombers are. They are the most powerful ones. They have not only conducted one strike but multiple strikes here, Anjali. So we understand from the statements that are coming in from United States President Donald Trump that he has completely. He said in one of the statements that it is completely gone. So that means there was a success in this mission from the United States, and we don't know exactly what is the assessment on ground. We have to wait for the details in terms of pictures, satellite imagery, and more statements that come in from Iran that can tell the magnitude of these strikes. But yes, the claims that are coming in from United States is that these sites have been completely destroyed. So if we talk about these bunker busters, they are known to bust inside the surface of the earth. They are meant for this task. They have carried out multiple operations of similar kinds, and what we are told that they have that capability of penetrating deep inside the earth's level, up to 200 feet. So that can and multiple strikes. So this is not one strike, multiple strikes. More than 24 missiles have already hit these 3 stations inside Iran. So the claims come in from United States that these facilities have been completely damaged and destroyed. The target has been taken on with full success by these B-2 bomber busters. So we have to wait for more pictures and clarity and more assessment on ground of the kind of damage that has been inflicted by these B-2 bombers. But yes, they are meant to strike beneath the Earth's surface, and that's what they have done as claimed by the United States.
Right. Shivani, also on one hand, the world backs diplomacy, the world hails diplomacy as the solution to conflicts and wars. But on the other hand, a global power like United States that was backing diplomacy when there was a conflict and tensions between India and Pakistan. But when it came to Israel and Iran, US has itself entered this conflict and striked the 3 nuclear sites in Iran.
Certainly, see, United States President Donald Trump, while he was fighting the election in United States, he claimed to be a peacemaker. And even after winning and taking over as the president for the second time, he had been trying to show and portray as a peacemaker between nations, be it India and Pakistan. He had been claiming that he made the peace deal, though it was not correct. It happened in another manner. But yes, he had been calling out for peace, and what Donald Trump has said that he had given 60 days of time to Iran to come to the negotiation table. But when those 60 days exhausted, there was no scope for Iran and Israel to come and to negotiate with the United States. So the warning that had come right when last week when the president had left the G7 summit showed that now there is no negotiation mood in the United States, and Iran must be punished. That's what the statement came in. And the US president said, and he had, in fact, yesterday he had confirmed that Iran was taking its nuclear program in a very aggressive manner, and that needs to be stopped. And Israel has also been saying this. Remember, this operation Anjali did not start today or 10 days back, but you see this whole action from Israel had to start in 2023 October when Hamas had actually attacked its people. So the operation started then, but it was a phased operation, as it looks like, because initial phase was when the proxies like the Hamas, the Houthis, the Hezbollahs, they were being neutralized and targeted and made weaker so that they cannot participate directly in a strong manner when Iran is hit by Israel. And when they were degraded and brought to terms, now the strikes on Iran started 10 days back from Israel, because Israel in fact we must remember that in the initial strikes, the 4 nuclear facilities inside Iran were hit by Israel. The nuclear scientists were engaged and eliminated. The people who were the commanders of the intelligence agencies, they were eliminated. And Israel had been saying that we are just taking this military operation. We are not fighting this war with the people in Iran. We are just against the nuclear capabilities.